Alright, hi everybody, welcome back to Space Engineers. This is the GKY, work in progress. We have been working on the sort of the front part of the ship here, and I've been having a lot of trouble with with getting this the sound working here. So we've got this upper deck area. This is our cryo area. I'm intentionally making the ship a bit more asymmetrical than previous ones. It's looking like this is going to come right from the hangar into this area, and I was initially sort of imagining it going up a little more, but I don't think it matters too much. We might try, I don't know, maybe having an upper area here so you can kind of look down on the hangar that leads up into this area, and then also an area that comes through this way. I think that might be cool. So maybe we put a door here without symmetry mode. Go with the doors we've been using, which is mostly going to be these ones. So yeah, probably, and then maybe even, I don't know, I was imagining maybe something up one level. So you can look down on the hangar. Not totally sure how that would work, but we do want symmetry for the so we would be coming up one level and then two more in order to get all the way up there. So maybe we come out to here. We can't go much more than there. This would probably have to be some kind of boundary. And then yeah, this could even scooch back a little bit, I think. So maybe here we can cut through, you know, around there-ish. Just place something. And then maybe, well, these will be interior walls of some kind, I think. I don't know if we want to use those or some of these kind. I'm getting kind of tired of the way that these look, to be honest. But I don't know. That's probably fine to do something with that. Let's see. So maybe we cut across here, or even do an airlock and then kind of come up, like in the airlock. We also might want to consider, do we have any side ports yet? We want to probably have those either back here or right here. It'd probably make a lot of sense. It would make the most sense probably to have them here. And I don't know, could maybe even step down to get out. It might be kind of cool. Oops. Yeah, I guess. Where would it make the most sense? It would probably make the most sense to have it on the same level as this platform, right? So what if we kind of rock it out this way a little bit? Might even be cool to do you know, the pipey type blocks. What do we have down here? We've got this way up here, so we would probably need to come down. So maybe we were gonna have all this be interior. Maybe we'll do some kind of thing there instead. But let's just see what we can. Oops, that's a sorter. And yeah, these should probably be symmetrical, so I should have done that with symmetry mode on. Let's just pop those out and put them back. I think that should give us what we need. We can get rid of that. And that's a block, or maybe that can even be where it comes out. Would make a lot of sense. I'd rather have it be one less forward, so we can make it move around, come in here, even make some something come across if we wanted to. I don't know. I'll just put another one. Or maybe go under. I want it to come out right here, but for some reason this is bugging me. I guess the next option is we could just come one farther. Are we in symmetry? Yeah. So let's do that. Let's try coming out one farther. That should make a little more sense. And then it should make it a little easier to... Is that what we want? Maybe that can even be a spot for an airlock vent. Or something. Right now we just come directly out of here, yeah? So... I'm not sure if this is going to work, but then we probably want to go out. How far? It needs to be farther out than that. Do the old school connectors for the sides just because. So yeah, I don't know, something like that might be worth experimenting with. Of course, these are not going to be just square blocks. We're going to have them. So that means that this would need to... We'd either need to come out here. Next question is, how do we make this make sense? You know, the idea is we would have it do something like that. Maybe it would be a... You know, it's inside, 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 and then somewhere around here it becomes outside. Or maybe we go alongside it out to here and then walk out. I kind of like that because it's near the... Is that the way it's supposed to go? No, it's supposed to go this way, I think. No, it's supposed to go this way. That way, it, you know, you have some access to the this thing as well. Yada yada, whatever. Let's just put something in just so that we have something. For example, comes out like that. a bit, it's a bit precarious. Not gonna lie. I don't know if I love that. Maybe we should have it. Oh, this feels like a good spot. It's just not the right implementation. So probably these want to be reinforced. And then have something that builds all the way out. But that means we probably don't want this to be, we want to be able to walk right through there. So yeah, I don't know, probably just a... How do I have our other things? We've got the air vent on one side and that thingy on the other side. And then same over here. Air vent on one side. Okay, air vent's on the right. Woo! So we could make that work. Even the air vent could be right in here. Air vent on one side and a refill station on the other. Into one giant airlock area kind of thing. Thinking. So what if it was one of these? We could have that. It can go that way. It can go out. So if we, I'd rather have it be that side because it's a little prettier, but. Don't think it matters that much. So for example, we come all the way out to there. That's either a vent or an airlock, a vent or a other thingy. Where's my air vents? There's one. That's not one. I pretty much only like to use these ones, so so that's one way we could do it is like that. It leaves a lot of, it leaves kind of an ugly thing right in the middle of everything, which is not ideal. Guess we could try to get kind of tricky and put it in there or something, but I don't really like the way that's working. This does feel like the right spot for it to come out. Maybe even lower than that. Would that be good? I mean, then you could actually... Might be interesting to do that and have that go lower, but I think that might be overdoing it. I don't know, let's come back to that. Let's put back what we had, I guess. I guess with those we can at least... Oh, this one's... Oops, I have it upside down. Oh, it's because... Yes! Sure! Oh, good. Okay. Alright, give me 1 sec. Just 1 sec, let me just finish this piece of the spaceship I'm working on. At least get... I'm gonna go watch a movie with my beloved. But let's at least get... so I thought... Yeah, maybe we come up... I guess that would... Oh, we could come up there, and then... If we go through right there... Let's just fill it all in for now. I think we want to be walking through there and then have a door, a non-symmetrical door or passageway. For example, coming through here, and then, I don't know, do we want it to connect with this whole thing? Or do we want just, do we want it to be a bit more of an open floor plan? I think it makes sense to have, it'd almost be kind of cool that, I don't know. Yes, none of this feels, it doesn't, there's, I think I'm off on some dimensions. Like, that would come up maybe there and then go up further. Feels like that comes in there, and then this comes up here maybe. Probably preferably over on this side, I guess. I'm not totally sure. Or maybe it does go maybe right here. Almost works. That could work, maybe. I'm just going to use these for now. Maybe it can kind of do this. Is that a lot? Yeah. That could potentially work, though, and then you could even have that be a passageway that cuts through. So you enter, like here, maybe, and then you've got a full-length airlock, so you can exit either side of the ship. I'm just going to sketch this out real quick. Here we'll go back into symmetry. Some lights. I guess not symmetry then. This one would be a T, I think. Or maybe even an X so you can get right through. This would be, I think, a T. And then does that give us enough room? Then you're pretty tight. Probably we need to go, we need to scooch it all back a little. Otherwise you're just right up on the hangar door. I think it's an okay idea. I think maybe if we scooch it back a little and have it on the opposite side. Like that. The only issue with that is it would make it different to get out. We'd have to move these pipes around a little. But that does give us, you know, an actual kind of enclosed space for hangar. Like that can just be a wall, maybe. I don't know, we'd have to kind of walk in. Oh, this was gonna be a reverse, wasn't it? Like that. So that could be kind of cool. It could be interesting. We'll figure out the block thing eventually. Gives you options for getting through on this level, or you walk up here and you're in sort of the decorative area, the cryos, kitchen stuff, garden. I think that has potential. And we'll figure out some way that makes sense for this all to probably just have an exit on that side, come in, go up, or an entrance on this side, come in, go that way. They don't have to lead in the same way. That could be cool. And then potentially you could like have above, like right in this area, you could have a like a hangar area. Wouldn't be that big, but I don't know. This could also lead from the other side, which would kind of make sense. Like you come in from the hangar, before you can get to the cryos, you got to go in here, do your med bay, get your food. Maybe you're going to go to the bridge. Which, that if we put this on the other side, it would give us a little more room to work. I think. And that could be a passageway going through on either side. That makes a little more sense. 2 on that side, 1 on that side. Yeah, so it's still a little asymmetrical, which is nice. That also gives us a little room to create a something up here. Okay, I think that's a good stopping point. I'm gonna go enjoy watching the last episode of Spider Noir with my beloved. This is where we're at on the GKY. Making slow progress, but it's coming together. I'm intentionally taking it slow, so. Yeah, I think it looks pretty good. It's kind of, maybe even this middle landing area could be the spot where you come out and overlook the hangar. I think we have potential here. You know, for example. Boom. And up here with some windows, you're looking out at all of this. That might work. Okay. Let's get back. Oh, let's get into one of our cryos. And thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.